Once you have selected a SmartArt graphic, you can use the commands found on the Design and Format tabs of the SmartArt Tools contextual tab that appears within the ribbon. You can use these tabs to make changes to your selected graphic. Now we will take a look at the functions found on these two tabs and figure out how they can help to change the layout and formatting of the SmartArt. On the Design tab of the SmartArt Tools contextual tab, you will find the Create Graphic button group at the left end. You can use these command buttons to add more shapes to your selected SmartArt. If you select a shape in your SmartArt graphic, you can then click the Add Shape drop-down button to add another shape to your graphic. The choices of shape position relative to the selected shape will be shown in the button's drop-down menu. Select where to add another shape from the choices available. If your graphic supports bullet points, you can click the Add Bullet button to add a new bullet point to the bulleted list. In this example, we do not have any bullet points listed. Clicking the Text Pane button will toggle the display of the text pane associated with the SmartArt graphic on or off. If a graphic contains bullet points or hierarchies, you can click the Promote and Demote buttons to increase or decrease the importance of a selected bullet point or shape. To change the placement of a selected shape, you can click the Right to Left button to toggle the placement of the shapes between the right and left sides of the graphic. This will invert the order of shapes placed into the same hierarchical level in some types of graphics. For vertical hierarchies of shapes or bullet points, you can click the Move Up or Move Down buttons to change the vertical organization of a selected shape or bullet point. If available, you can click the Layout drop-down button to select a new branch layout for organizational charts found within the Hierarchy SmartArt category. In the Layouts button group on the Design tab of the SmartArt Tools contextual tab, you can click on a layout style to apply it to your selected graphic. Note that you can hold your mouse over the choices available to preview how they would appear in the slide before actually clicking one to apply it. In the SmartArt Styles button group on the Design tab, you can click the Change Color drop-down button to select a new color scheme for your selected SmartArt graphic. If using pictures within your SmartArt, you can select the Recolor Pictures in SmartArt Graphic button at the bottom of this drop-down menu before selecting a new color scheme to recolor the associated images. This is a toggle button, and you can select the command again to turn it off when finished recoloring images within this graphic. You can then click any SmartArt styles shown in the listing of SmartArt styles within the SmartArt Styles button group to apply the style to your selected SmartArt. You can hold your mouse button over the styles shown to preview how they would appear in your slide before actually clicking one to apply it. At the far end of the Design tab, you can click the Reset Graphic button in the Reset button group to reset the appearance of the SmartArt to the way it initially appeared when it was inserted into the presentation slide. Note that this only resets the appearance of the SmartArt and will not remove any text entered. You can click the Format tab in the SmartArt Tools contextual tab to change the appearance of a selected SmartArt graphic. At the far left end of the Format tab, you can use the buttons in the Shapes button group to alter the appearance of selected shapes in the SmartArt graphic. If you applied a 3D style to the SmartArt but wish to edit its contents into a 2D view, You can click the Edit in 2D toggle button to switch the SmartArt to a 2D view for editing. You can then click the same button again when finished editing to revert back to 3D. If you have a shape within the SmartArt selected, you can click the Change Shape drop-down to select a different shape to use from the drop-down menu of shapes. You can click the larger and smaller buttons to increase or decrease the size of a selected SmartArt shape. You can use the Shape Styles button group to apply a preset style to a selected shape. You will learn all about these shape formatting options in Chapter 11 of the Advanced PowerPoint Manual. You can apply the same shape formatting to SmartArt shapes as you would to regular shapes you insert into a slide. Likewise, you can change the appearance of text within a shape by selecting a preset style to apply from the Word Art Styles button group. You will learn how to format word art in Chapter 11. The Arrange and Size button groups contain the same buttons used to arrange and resize pictures which you learned in the last chapter, so those buttons should seem familiar. You can use them to arrange and resize selected shapes in SmartArt just as you would on selected pictures.